Casper Hill stood as a silent sentinel amidst the undulating countryside, its silhouette etched against the backdrop of the moonlit sky. Once a bastion of opulence and prestige, it now lay in ruin, its halls haunted by the whispers of a tragic past. Among the townsfolk, it was simply known as the Casper site, a name whispered in hushed tones, invoking fear in the hearts of those who dared to speak it aloud. Lena, with her insatiable curiosity and fascination with the supernatural, had always been drawn to tales of the macabre. So when she caught wind of the rumors surrounding Casper Hill, she knew she had to experience it firsthand. Ignoring the vehement warnings of the locals, she embarked on a moonlit journey, her heart a symphony of anticipation and trepidation. The path to Casper Hill was fraught with obstacles, the winding trail obscured by the inky darkness of the night. Yet, undeterred by the daunting journey, Lena pressed on, her resolve unyielding. With each step, the air grew thick with an ominous chill, and an eerie sense of foreboding settled upon her. Upon reaching the summit of the hill, Lena found herself standing before the dilapidated mansion, its once grand facade now a mere shell of its former glory. Undeterred by the desolate atmosphere, she pushed open the rusted gates and stepped into the overgrown courtyard beyond. Moonlight filtered through the twisted branches, casting long, ominous shadows across the neglected grounds. As Lena ventured deeper into the mansion's decaying interior, an overwhelming sense of unease washed over her. Shadows danced along the walls, and the faint echo of disembodied whispers filled the stagnant air. Though every instinct screamed for her to flee, Lena pressed on, her curiosity driving her further into the heart of darkness. Suddenly, a bone-chilling gust of wind extinguished the feeble candle Lena clutched in her trembling hand, plunging her into an impenetrable darkness. Panic seized her heart as she groped blindly for her flashlight, her breaths coming in shallow gasps. When the beam of her flashlight pierced the darkness, Lena's blood ran cold. Before her stood a figure cloaked in tattered robes, its spectral form bathed in an ethereal glow. Frozen in terror, Lena watched as the ghostly apparition drifted closer, its vacant eyes fixed upon her with a haunting intensity. With a surge of adrenaline, Lena turned and fled, her footsteps echoing through the empty halls like the tolling of a funeral bell. But no matter how fast she ran, the spectre pursued her relentlessly, its chilling presence growing ever closer with each passing moment. Desperate to escape the clutches of the vengeful spirit, Lena raced toward the mansion's exit, her heart pounding in her chest. Just as she reached the threshold, however, she felt a cold hand close around her wrist, pulling her back into the suffocating darkness. With a primal scream tearing from her lips, Lena lashed out with all her might, striking the spectre with a force born of sheer terror. To her astonishment, the ghostly figure dissipated before her eyes, leaving behind nothing but a lingering sense of dread in its wake. As Lena stumbled out of the mansion, she collapsed onto the cold earth, her body racked with trembling sobs. The first light of dawn began to illuminate the horizon, casting a faint glow upon the desolate landscape. With shaking hands, Lena pulled herself to her feet and staggered into the safety of the surrounding woods, vowing never to return to Casper Hill again. But even as she left the accursed mansion behind, Lena could not shake the feeling that she was being watched, that the spirits of Casper Hill would forever haunt her nightmares. And though she tried to convince herself that it was all just a trick of the mind, she knew deep down that some horrors were all too real. Days turned into weeks, and Lena tried in vain to erase the memory of that fateful night from her mind. But no matter how hard she tried, the spectre of Casper Hill loomed large in her thoughts, a constant reminder of the darkness that lurked within the world. And though she may have escaped the clutches of the vengeful spirit, Lena knew that the memory of that night would haunt her for the rest of her days, a testament to the boundless depths of fear that lie hidden within the human soul. But the tale of Casper Hill did not end with Lena's harrowing escape. In the years that followed, countless others would venture to the hilltop mansion, drawn by the allure of its haunted history. And though some would return unscathed, many more would disappear into the darkness, their fates forever entwined with the malevolent spirits that roamed the halls of Casper Hill. For in the end, the true horror of Casper Hill lay not in its crumbling walls or ghostly apparitions, but in the boundless depths of fear that lie hidden within the human heart.